A very warm welcome to the top three finishers of the sprint at the FIA Formula One Chinese Grand Prix. In third place, Sergio Perez. In second place, Lewis Hamilton. And taking his 8th sprint victory in Formula One, the winner, Max Verstappen. Many congratulations, Max. It was a thrilling sprint race today. And it looked like you had your work cut out early on. Can you just talk us through the key moments?
Of course, some people around me, they started on new mediums. And of course, around here, there's a bit more of a peak, of course, in the tire because they drag off quite a bit. So the first 2 laps I had to really defend. But at the same time, also my battery ran out. It was not charging, basically. So I had to do some changes on the steering wheel. And then, of course, it also takes like 2-3 laps before you have a bit of a battery back in the pack. And then my pace started to pick up because before that I was just clipping a lot and losing a lot of top speed. So once I had that all under control, and then also the peak of the new tire was a bit gone, basically, I could ease up to Fernando, get him, then ease up to Lewis and just rely on the pace of the car. I think also, the deck we had today, looked very strong. I could really look after the tires how I wanted to, even though I do think with the wind direction that we had today, of course, completely different to yesterday, made it definitely a bit more tricky in some corners and for the balance of the car. So we also had to get used to that at the same time. But once I got in the lead, the car was handling pretty well.
How much of a concern is the battery for the rest of the weekend?
No, once I did the changes on the wheel, it was all good. So from lap 4, 5, I guess it was all good again.
And your pace in clear air was very, very strong. How much confidence do you have going into the rest of the weekend?
Well, I mean, quality, of course, is again a bit different. Of course, I would like to start as far forward as possible for tomorrow. That will make it a bit easier than, starting P4 is always a bit more of a risk, in turn 1, 2 to come together with someone. And then, race fuel, full tank might be a bit different as well with the car. But today was, of course, very, very positive, so I'm very happy with that.
Very well done. Good luck for the rest of the weekend. Lewis, coming to you now. Very well done to you. How encouraging was this performance and how sweet was it to be leading as well?
Yeah, I forgot what it felt like to be up ahead, and it felt good for the short while that I had it. But I was grateful for the moment, and really fortunate, obviously, with the rain yesterday to have been able to capitalize on that. I think our out-and-out true pace was not strong enough to qualify up as high as that, but I made the most of it. Great start, and then just managed to hold off Fernando for a while and bridged a bit of a gap, but lots of deck today. But honestly, I found out a lot about the car today. So not that it's telling us how to fix it, but at least give us lots of direction and things we need to improve. Unfortunately, we can make a few changes in the next couple of hours, so I will try and improve the car for qualifying today. But yeah, so happy to be up here, honestly. Just feel really grateful.
If there's one area where you think you can improve the car ahead of qualifying, where is it? Is it low speed?
Yeah, the low speed is where we are struggling the most, medium and low. So Fernando was all over me through most of the low speed corners, and I think I could just about hold my own through the high. But yeah, losing a lot in the medium and low. So, and then these guys obviously are in a different league, but he was also killing me in the low speed. So if there's a way to improve it, we'll try to. I think that's probably characteristics of the car that we need to actually work on through the rest of the year.
Lewis, can you just
too close, and I saw the opportunity, so I dived in and got both of them. It was really difficult, we were on a DR strain, really difficult to get by, and basically the whole race I was pretty much stuck, and at some point I had to defend as well from Charles. They were very strong on the straights, having good exits out of 12. It made life a little bit tricky to hold position at some point. And then when I saw the opportunity, I just went for it, and it worked really well. And we were able. Unfortunately, we got by too late in the race. I think if we could have got a lap or two earlier, we could have out Lewis.
What did you learn in these 19 laps that'll help you in the Grand Prix tomorrow?
I think there is a very different track. I think the wind has changed a lot, so it seems like we got some work to do into the low speed sections. The traction seems that everything has gone more to the rear. So we have to see how things are this afternoon. But I do expect to do some few setup changes for the rest of the weekend.
All right. Well done, Checo. Let's open this to the floor now. We got any questions here in the room? Yes.
John Noble, Motorsport.com. To Lewis, how much is this kind of result so far this weekend a sign of the genuine progress you made since Japan, and how much down a little bit to circumstance that you had grid position that you perhaps wouldn't have in a dry session, and the benefits of clear air as against battling in a pack and looking after tyres?
I think it's over 90% due to the scenario of the rain yesterday. If I'm really honest, we've not made really a step from the last race. The car is exactly the same, and we're battling the same issues that we had in the last race. And I think position-wise, we are probably pace-wise in the similar position. I think today is going to be interesting to see if we can wing it a little bit and try to get as close to the top 5. But we're currently not top 5 qualifiers. And so just getting to Q3 would be important today. Unfortunately, I've got extra tyres, so if I can utilize that today.